Welcome to Headline Focus Live here on Core Politics with me, Rob Double. It is Monday the 11th of September 2017, and with a time about 5 minutes before the start of the working day, let's have a look at what's in the papers today. Now, there's one main story coming through. We'll cover that in a second. Let's just have a look at the general spread in the papers. First up, The Guardian. Britain flouting its duty over pollution. Now, this is a warning from the UN's Special Rapporteur on human rights related to toxic waste. It's saying that the UK government, is failing their duty to ensure adequate air quality for British citizens. It's saying that an estimated 40,000 deaths a year can be attributed to problems related to air quality. The government has hit back and said that the EU's failed regime or testing regime on air quality is the reason for some of these issues, and has highlighted a £3 billion air quality plan that it's soon to be introducing. In the Telegraph, public sector pay is on the front page, although it's in most of the papers today as well. Police and prison workers will be the first to get a break from the public sector pay cap, and this is due to happen from government reports today within days. Now, the 1% pay cap on public sector workers was introduced in 2013, but it's due to run for another 3 years. However, it looks like this is going to be cut short, and in the next few days, the public sector worker pay cap will indeed end. Interestingly, the papers are also covering the Taxpayers Alliance, and they say that public sector workers are 11% better off than their counterparts in the private sector. Finally, in the Mirror, North Korea. Now, North Korea's missiles could soon pose a threat to Britain. That's according to Defence Secretary Sir Michael Fallon. He said that a growing risk of a miscalculation or accident could trigger nuclear war, noting that London is actually nearer to North Korea than LA. Let's look in focus, though, at the main story. Now, this is absolutely all over the news this morning as we get a better idea of the destruction of Hurricane Irma. It, of course, hit Florida over the weekend with winds of up to 130 miles an hour. The FD is reporting that more than 1 million homes in Florida are without power, and quoting a utility firm which says that repairs to its power system could take weeks. The Mail is covering a different angle, however, looking more Britain-focused. It's saying that the British overseas territories of the British Virgin Islands and Bermuda have been pretty much largely destroyed due to the hurricane. The hurricane, of course, hit those islands in the last few days. It's quoting citizens as feeling abandoned by the UK government, with food and medicine scarce, and apparently scenes of looting in some areas. The hurricane death toll currently stands at 25, but at least some good news. It seems to be weakening now. It's been downgraded to a Category 1 storm with winds of less than 100 miles an hour as it makes its way from Florida further into America. Final story then is from the Times newspaper. Britain risks being the sick man of Europe. Now, this is due to life expectancy has stalled in the UK since 2010, although before that it had been rising by 1 year every 4 years. Now, the reason for the life expectancy not stopping going up and rising is up to a bit of dispute. Austerity has been the cause, perhaps, but you should know that Germany, which has largely been unaffected by the 2008 financial crash, has also had life expectancy stalling as well. Sir Michael Marcotte, who's the director of the Institute of Health Equality at UCL, is saying that this problem is more important than bed shortages in the NHS. Most countries, I should also say, across Europe have life expectancy increases since the 2008 crash as well. But expect perhaps a little bit more of that in the news cycle today. That's pretty much it. You're up to date today for the start of the week. Don't forget you can find all the latest on what we're doing here on Core Politics on our Facebook page and Twitter. But from me, Rob Double, and all the team here at Core London, have a fantastic start to your week.